In this lesson, let's talk about significant figures. So we start counting significant figures from the left and move rightwards. Alright, so whenever we look at significant figures, we will start from the left. Okay, we'll start from the left and then we move rightwards. So when do we start counting significant figures? Well, it is when we find the first non-zero number. So for example here, this is the first number that we see on the left that is non-zero. In fact, there's no zero here. So this is the first non-zero number. Okay, then we start counting every single number as a significant figure as we move from left to right. So this number here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 significant figures. Alright, so let's take a look at these two examples and determine how many significant figures there are. So for 5.43265, we will always start counting from left to right. Okay, and the first number we take is the first non-zero number that we see as we move from left to right. And this is non-zero. 5 is a non-zero number. So let's start counting. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 significant figures here. Alright. Next, let's move on to this number here. So recall we always start from left and go rightwards. And we start counting significant figures once we find a non-zero number. So this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. So this is the first non-zero number. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this number here has 5 significant figures. Next, let's take a look at these examples here. I want you to pause the video and try these questions. Once you are done, let's go through them. Alright, so how is it? So let's try this together. So how many significant figures are there in these numbers here? So recall when we look at significant figures, we always move from left to right and we start counting from the first non-zero number, and thereafter any zero is counted as a significant figure. So this is the first number on the left. Okay, then it is non-zero, right? So we start counting significant figures here. So this is a significant figure. This is the second significant figure, third significant figure, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 significant figures. Moving forward, I'll write significant figures as SF. Alright. Okay, so notice once you start counting significant figure from the first non-zero number, any other numbers, okay, will be considered a significant figure even if it is 0, like these here. So therefore, if you take a look at this is non-zero, so we can start counting significant figures from here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 significant figures here. Okay, because any number including 0 after this non-zero number, which is 2 here, is considered a significant figures. So similarly, for question 3, we'll start counting significant figures from this 2 here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 significant figures here. Moving on to this, okay, I'll start counting from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 significant figures. As for this, same thing, I'll start counting from this 2 here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 significant figures for this number here. Next, I want you to try these questions here. So pause this video now and try this question. Once you're done, check your answer. Alright, so let's take a look at it. How many significant figures are there in these numbers here? So recall, we will count from left to right and we only start counting from the first non-zero number that we meet. So as you go from left to right, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. So we are not going to count it. And this is the first non-zero number. So I'm going to start counting from here. So there's 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 significant figures here. Okay, now going on to question 2. Okay, start counting from left to right. This is 0, so it's not considered a significant figure. So I will go on until I meet the first non-zero number, which is 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures here. Moving on to question 3, starting from the left, go to the right. So we'll start counting from the first non-zero number, which is 3 here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures here. Okay, going on to question 4, left to right again, we look for the first non-zero number, which is 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 significant figures here. Finally, question 5. Okay, we start off with this number here because this is the first non-zero number as we move from left to right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 significant figures in this number here.